cross-section of skin. I'll be getting to it in a second. First of all, I'm going to start out with what I do, because I know so many people are confused on what an esthetician is. I believe it was Eric last time thought that Melissa and I were the same thing, that I could do hair. No, I hate when we have a walk-in come in and I'm the only one there, and they want a haircut, and I think they think I'm lying. I can't, like, I'm just being lazy, and it's like, if you want a botch job, fine. But my area is the skin, which is actually the most important organ, and a lot of people have argued with me over that, but it protects things like the heart and the brain and the lungs, etc. So if we didn't have that, we just fall apart. So that is why skin is also skincare with aesthetics. Best way to think of me is a skincare therapist and close to the medical field. While I can't diagnose, I can help treat problems. For instance, people with rosacea or cuperose, which is, you see these are capillaries, and they will get inflamed and turn this part of the skin red, and it's not actually rosacea, it's just that those are constantly breaking. And through cold stone therapy, I've had one friend who her cuperoses completely disappeared. Because it was very embarrassing to her. She felt like she was always blushing very, very extremely. What I do is facials, and a wide array from the most basic of facial, which a cosmetologist is taught, but that is the only facial they do now. And then all the way up to, I've taken the advanced classes on the peels that if you don't take care of, you will lose your face. And that is not a joke. I've also taken advanced classes on makeup. Acne, I can treat or work with up to grades 4 acne, which for most estheticians, we can only work with grades 1 and 2. I am also certified in cellulite therapy, so if anyone has problems with that, I know a really good trick. Great with homemade masks for those who are uncomfortable with the chemical ones. Pretty much if there's something you don't want to know about your skin, or you want to know about your skin, come see me, and if I don't know, I will find out somehow. And just quickly to plug it in there, the nerium thing, it's poison. Poison with aloe. So please do not get suckered into that.
What
they
is
say that.
What is that? I'm sorry.
Nerium, it is this pyramid scheme that people push and push and push, and it's like $200 for a small bottle.
Okay.
But all it is aloe and poison, and the poison is too small, it's white oleander.
Wow.
But the particle's too large to go into the skin, so it's not even going to be doing anything anyways. And it has the worst smell ever. But, sorry, I just wanted to put that because it is... I find people wasting so much money on skincare products when you can kind of mix some good ones, like I carry a very inexpensive line, but I also tell you places where you can kind of cut out like the essentials of keeping your skin healthy, because 70% of what you see is not from me, it's from home care. That would be cleansing twice a day with a gentle cleanser, toning, which your skin, this top layer here, I couldn't find a way to make it look greasy, is the acid mantle, which is your sweat gland and your sebum glands producing a natural protective layer that you do need. So people who are oily and just try and dry out their face, your face is going to produce more oil to compensate for that, resulting in more oiliness and acne. So toner brings your skin, which cleanser strips it, back to its pH of 4.5 to 5.5, which is the same as the cucumber, which is why you always see cucumbers in movies on people's eyes when they're getting a facial. So you can use cucumber as a natural toner. Rose water makes an amazing natural toner. Then after toning, you can go to serums for anti-aging and protecting. For instance, I have really bad acne. I just take good care of it, so you can't tell. So I do use a glycolic serum, which is a chemical exfoliant to break down that acne. And also, it's very important to wash your face with cold water. Hot water irritates and can cause tuberose. So I know it's kind of hard to do, but if you can wash your face with cold water, and also when you apply your moisturizer, make sure your face is still moist from either the toner or I also have a little spray I use sometimes. And that will really save your skin, but the most important thing I can push is SPF use, 365 days a year, because even at night we're getting UV rays coming through the earth. So I'm not saying wear it at night, I'm just trying to show that how much UV affects. And while I do say get 15 minutes of sun exposure without sunscreen so you can get your vitamin D, definitely apply that. There are some natural ones, because I know Missy contacted me and told me, or she said she would like to know about sunscreens that aren't as harsh as most. There are some companies that I looked up that do make them. They run about $6 and up an ounce, so very pricey, but some natural sunscreens would be omega-3 and omega-6, as well as raw tomatoes. So those, because tomatoes thrive in sunlight, that internally they're going to be helping your body fight against.
You eat them or rub them on?
Eat them.
Okay.
Hey, everybody
I was wondering.
Yeah, cucumber you can rub on yourself, but tomato you need to eat. Just like caffeine, topically, absolutely amazing. You can make a scrub with your ground up coffee beans after you're finished. You don't have to, and then just use that as a scrub, and caffeine will kind of get rid of some of those stretch marks and cellulite. But that's why I get kind of into a tangent, because there's just so much to go over. And that's why I said M&Ms, if you'd like to learn more about what it is to protect your skin and how important it is. I mean, skin cancer, rampant, and I'm so glad that as of last year, that sunscreen became regulated. So it's not waterproof, there's no such thing, sweat-proof, and honestly, you don't ever need to buy anything above an SPF 30, because all sunscreen wears off after 30 minutes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So you just have to reapply every 30 minutes, because I used to be one of those people thinking, I'll buy the 110, I'll be good for the day. Nope, it comes off with the sweat. Even in applying eye cream, which I advise everyone to do, men, women, everyone should take care of their skin. Here is where you apply it, not under the eye bags like a lot of people would think. Quickly, I'm going to go through what this is. This part where I blocked off is the part of the skin I most deal with. Dermatologists will get into these two lower layers, but this is the epidermis. This is a hair follicle, and the main way you get acne is sebum gets trapped in there, comes up, gets clogged, and if it's white, that means it hasn't ruptured from the skin yet. That's just showing the sebum and sweat. If it's black, it has pushed out a little bit and oxidized, so that's what a blackhead is. I can remove those. It's a little bit more painful than a pampering treatment, but again, with the skin cancer and just keeping your skin nice and radiant is why I say your skin is your best accessory. So I'm sure there's some things I forgot, and that's why I would love to set up M&Ms. Now, would you like to go to any questions for me?
You said earlier that you want to wash your face with cold. I think I've always been taught that you wash with hot or warm to open the pores.
Okay, warm for pores would be that's more going to be the shower part. So I keep my my facial exfoliant in the shower, and I exfoliate then because the pores are open.
Okay.
And then I let my pores close back off, and then I use either the gentle face wash or salicylic 2% since I'm acne prone, and then wash it with cold. It's just, I'm really bad about taking hot showers, and that damages the skin as well. Ideally, you're supposed to wash your hair, face, and skin in cold water.
No way.
Ain't happening.
And I can understand how that isn't.
The hotter the better. Sorry.
Oh no, I do it. I do
My
it.
skin's
I'm
not
guilty.
very pretty either, so that's okay.
Anything else that?
Something I'll add, thank you so much. Like, very seldom do I find people that I agree with, and this I would totally endorse. So, the skin is your largest organ. You need to take care of it.
And if you want to come in to the salon, I will do a free basic facial so you can see what it's all about. I have this really cool tool called a Woods lamp. Put it over your face, and it'll actually show me into the lower layers of the epidermis, so I can see what your skin's problems are before they appear. And some things that you might have neglected, like notice from people born around the 50s, they already have much more sun damage than someone born 80s or 90s.
Is that because of the lack of sunblock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for instance, skin cancer killed my dad.
Wow.
So, and I think that's one of the things that got me into this.
Is skin cancer one of the leading causes of death?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Partial cell melanoma.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, this is how anti-sun I am, except for the vitamin D you need. I just ordered a parasol.
You just ordered what?
A parasol.
Oh.
So next week you guys will see me with that. Now this isn't a question, I've ran out of time, but I really quickly want to put out there a product for athletes. I kind of wish Eric was here. So MMA fighters that came to the school worshipped medicated pumice wash, which is a face or body scrub. And it is really good because a lot of times they'll get acne. And that's what I use for my body acne problems. All the products that I try to sell, I do use. And lastly, again, anything more? On my website, which is on my business cards, you can find a frequently asked questions section, a testimonial, which thank you, Jessie. She put 2 for me. And also there's a link I have to book with me online, so you don't even have to call and mess with me. You can choose your service, your time, and it'll text me that you did that. So again, setting up M&Ms, I'm really glad to be a part of this meeting. And I wanted to kind of spotlight Missy really quickly. Her yoga services are so good that I joined Nixus Center mainly for that reason.
Cool.
And also my services could be used well in conjunction with Missy and Jessie with the reflexology, which I don't have time to talk about, but if you want to learn about, you know where to go.